Hello, Rayburn Show community. Sorry I have not been posting in a while, so here's another video for you guys. This is actually Call of Duty Ghosts near negative gameplay. First time I've had a near negative gameplay in nearly 20 days. Yes, 20 days is a long time without going negative. But and right there, I start off really bad. But I start off pretty poorly in this game, but I come back and make a humongous recovery. And actually go positive. So stay tuned for that. But today is a part kind of a, I should say Q&A video and part kind of a where my bracket stands. So let's start with the bracket and then we'll go to the Q&A. So first for the Q&A video, we have my bracket currently stands at, let's see this. I stand at 358,000 overall. I was at 140,000 this morning. But when both Wichita State and Kansas lost, I had them both in the Final Four and winning against each other, beating each other in the championship. That kind of spoiled everything. So now I went down. I went from first place overall in my group to fourth, which I guess is not bad. But you know, what am I supposed to expect, given that my bracket was pretty strong for the most part? But like for the most part, you know, when I made my first bracket, I didn't realize this, but I thought about it in a more substantial way. And I thought, you know, I should have created more than one bracket. Now, that might have been a stupid decision. That might have been a good decision. I don't know. But I know a lot of people who created thousands and thousands of brackets, and I don't feel like in 2 days I can't create 1,000 brackets. That just makes no sense to me. Plus, I don't have the time and the effort to do that much. But anyway, a lot of the matchups I have have been right so far. I went from a winning percentage, I think it was a percentage of like a 98.6 to now like a 92 because half my team. Just I don't know. I think I picked on the standpoint of Wichita State winning because one of three things. One, Wichita State came into this tournament feeling really confident. Now, I'm not gonna say, well, Wichita State's the best team because you know what? They had a substantial year, and if you watched them like I did, every single one of their games, they dominated their opponent. Kentucky played a crap of a game, meaning they played a pretty darn good game. I'm gonna give them a ton of props for what they've done throughout this year. They just couldn't. Wichita State just couldn't hold their ground, and you know, with the young shooting of Aaron and Andrew Harrison, it's like putting it's like putting a Kobe and a LeBron with you and ensuring you're gonna win. You know, they're like the miniature versions of them, and I'm not gonna criticize that at all because they are two very, very phenomenal players. I give them a ton of props to the Kentucky Wildcats for the phenomenal win over the Wichita State Shockers. And hopefully, you know, I give them a lot of props. I don't know who's going to win the Elite Eight to go to the Final Four. Or I shouldn't even say that. I should say who's going to win the Sweet 16 to go to the Elite Eight. But between those two matchups, it's probably between Louisville and Kentucky. I have Kentucky. Don't know why. I just think that Kentucky's got a little bit more firepower after watching them play Wichita State. But that's not to say, hey, they're better or they're worse than them, because you know what? Both teams are evenly matched, so it makes sense to say, well, why does one of them have the advantage over the other? But anyway, guys, more on topic of the March Madness brackets. Most of the region matchups tonight, I have pretty confident feeling about. You know, the game between Tennessee and Mercer. I mean, for goodness gracious, you know that game's probably gonna be over by the time this commentary's done. So I don't know who wins. We'll see. But you know, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about that matchup. Just, you know, this is probably after it'll probably be posted after the game. But you know, thinking about this now, I don't know who's gonna win. If Mercer pulls the upset, I would be stunned. Yes, quote unquote stunned. So you know, who knows? Can't judge too soon. You know. Anyway, guys, let's get into question and answer. I'm not gonna be posting your names until I can actually get the Twitter because my Twitter was acting weird with the questions. So I'm just gonna be saying the names. In the next Q&A, I will be posting your entire name, what you posted. And the first question is, Rayburn, when did you start YouTube? I started YouTube, I think back, oh goodness gracious, my freshman year of high school, so 2010, August. It was mostly vlogs because I didn't have a game capture sort of system. I was kind of deferring between a Hauppauge or a Hauppauge, whatever you call it, I don't even know, and an Elgato. And I watched a lot of people like KL Silencer, Bafe, you know, a lot of those big commentators, and Sports SGU, just the PC people who are influential within the YouTube community and really care about subscribers, just to see where they come from. But I don't know. But yeah, I started back at Justin. I started with a lot of vlogs on my computer. I did actually not have this computer when I started doing vlogs. I actually had a Dell laptop and I gave it to my siblings. But this is actually a Mac I'm using, so it's kind of, I guess, a better computer than a Dell. I don't know. Can't really compare PC with Macs because I love Macs, and I can't say, well, PCs are better because I only used a PC for half a year, so I don't really know. But I actually prefer Mac just because I'm a Mac user. I think who wouldn't. But back into the questions. That's my question answered to you. I started in 2010 with doing vlogs. Second question is, Rayburn, what inspired you to start YouTube? Well, I already answered when I started. What inspired me was the fact that during class, I think back, it's freshman year, I'm a senior now, but, I was watching a video online there. I found a link to something. I had Facebook back then. I just joined, because I joined Facebook in 2010. Didn't really know what to expect. I looked a lot different. I'm taller and bigger than I was my freshman year. But, I was looking at certain things about me, and I was looking, why did I even join YouTube? What was the purpose? When did I even figure it out about it? And I found it out probably high school freshman year, watching Facebook, looking at a YouTube video. I was like, wow, it actually looks kind of interesting. People can actually do this, and people actually watch your videos, and you actually get feedback. I did not know about YouTube partnerships till about 2013, 2012. That's when I got my first partnership. But, to answer your question, it was 2010, probably August. Third question comes from, I think, well, actually, no, we're not going to say the names. Let's just say the question. And the question asks, if you were to choose, actually, let's skip that question. Let's go to the next one. And he says, if you had any person in the world you could eat lunch with for 1 week, this is from a family member, yes, for 1 week, you have to meet this person forever, who would you meet? Depending on who I could meet, meaning what occupation they were, I would actually choose one of two people. One, if I had to choose an occupation, I would go with the president. People are like, well, I would always go with like somebody influential. It's always nice to meet the president to kind of get to know him. Even though if you don't like exactly what they do, but I just think the president would be an honor to meet. He's such a great influential person in the United States, and he's the president of the United States. I mean, who wouldn't want to meet the president? But then the second part of that, I would actually choose Chipper Jones, the Atlanta Braves former third baseman, retired for 2 years now. And there's a reason why I say that. And it's to the fact that Chipper was such an influential guy to the Atlanta Braves. And I would meet Tom Glavine, I would meet Greg Maddux, I would meet whoever. I'm not going to say, well, I like you, I don't particularly want to do that. I don't want to pinpoint certain things. But yeah. Okay. Then this is the final question of today, and that is, if you could choose one place to live for the rest of your life, where would it be and why? Now, this is a question I've been asked before at school, and I'm going to answer this very simply. This is going to be kind of crazy. You're probably be like, why in the world would you move there? But I visited Iceland, the country, a long time ago, a couple of months, actually I think it was a year ago, and that's where I think I would live. It's in Iceland. I would live there for the rest of my life. It's such a beautiful place. They don't have an army. They don't need an army. It's peaceful. It's something I would love to do. And yeah. But anyway, guys, give this video a thumbs up for me. It doesn't matter. You can give me one like and one dislike. I don't care. I like to see y'all's support. And in the meantime, guys, hope you guys have a great day. How did your March Madness bracket go? Mine went pretty okay. Not terrible. Anywho, guys, I guess this is Rayburn, and I'll peace out.
You guys complaining. Both of you almost got it all. Yeah, both of you almost got a 3.0. Who you talking to? Both of you. You and Clutch.